Hello, everybody. How are you all doing? Welcome back to Man City Unplugged, your very own Man City fan channel. It's the Premier League's come back, and I would say it's a tense game. It will be a tough game against Burnley, especially in their home. Burnley are a side that are fighting for relegation, so I really think it will be a tough game. It will be a very tough game. So and especially in 2 days we have that Champions League. In 2 3 days we have the Champions League clash with Atletico Madrid. It's not going to get easier. And also Liverpool winning against Watford. Watford had some great chances, and yet they didn't take, and Liverpool took. So that's the kind of the luck and the momentum that Liverpool are having. When we'll have to deal with it, and we'll have to get out of it like a team having a champions mindset. And Nathan Ake starts in defense today alongside Aymeric Laporte. Stones is on the bench, and Ruben Diaz is not quite fit. Pepe said at least until 2 weeks. City with the ball, Grealish, Sterling. I think that is one thing that I probably did not like, that Mahrez was left out, and Grealish has been preferred. I don't know, but Sterling has been preferred on the right hand side, so that will be interesting. Maybe Pep wants Mahrez to play in that Atletico Madrid game. Ake trying to switch, but the Burnley defender makes a mistake, and City get throw in. Aymeric Laporte, Nathan Ake, back to Nathan Ake again. What a ball by Joe Cancelo, and Phil Foden's on the move, and the ball's gone out. No wrong steps will be even accepted in this league. One wrong step and the league is gone. That's how you have to think right now. It's a very tense race. And it's more tense that Liverpool, yes, they've played a game more than us, but they're above the table. They're 2 points ahead of us. So it's always pressure. It's always good to have points on the board rather than having played a game less, because you have to do that work again. So do think that City are under pressure. We are human after all. We are under pressure, but that's what champions teams do. That's what the very best do. That's a miss kick from Pope. That's an absolute idiocracy from Pope, and City have the ball back, and we lose it again. Gundogan starting. That is interesting for me. I think Pep missed both Gundogan and Sterling in that Crystal Palace draw. That's because Gundogan makes those late runs, which disturbs defenses, and Sterling makes those fast, pacey runs behind the fullbacks. Both of them have the knack of unsettling defenses. It's Woutweg host. For a moment, I had my heart in my mouth. For a moment, I thought the ball just looped in. Wow. That was actually a great attack from Burnley, cross into the box, and the header was just wide. How can someone possibly hit the ball from there? Ederson was just hoping the ball almost grazed the post and went there. So Natanaki on the ball again. Jack Grealish coming in deep to get onto the ball. He gives it to Sterling. Sterling on the right, just drive at the defense rash. That's a corner for City, but corners are useless today. The average height of all our team is almost half that of Burnley, and what will you do with corners? It's useless thing actually, but let us see. Aymeric Laporte, City get the ball back. That's neatly done from Kyle Walker, and we get the ball back. Nathan Ake. Think Walker can go full throttle in this match because he'll not be playing the next leg against Atletico Madrid, which scares the shit out of me because you have a Renan Lodi down that side. You possibly have someone like a Griezmann sometimes attacking that flank, and without Walker, how are we gonna counter the pace of Atletico Madrid? The pace, the strength, I don't know. That's a nice little ball. Sterling De Bruyne goal! What a goal from Kevin De Bruyne! My beauty Sterling. This is wonderful one-touch football from City. This is what we're best at. Sterling De Bruyne Bank. That is what you have come here for. Fantastic. This should be a game where we announce ourselves, where we really put forward our intent on the plate and say, well, Liverpool, you might be having the momentum, you might be having all the luck, but this is who we are, this is how we can play. What a one touch finish from Kevin De Bruyne. That is fantastic. Into the roof of the goal. Sterling, great touch. De Bruyne bank. Fantastic. Great interchange of play. And Burnley are on the attack straight away. It's important that we don't concede a goal now. And City have a chance to counter, I think, here. Kevin De Bruyne, Ilkay Gundogan protecting the ball excellently. And I think City, no, the chance of counter is gone. But Burnley now will have to come out. I mean, there's no need of me, but anyone can tell you that the best way to break the defenses of a team that sits back is score the first goal against them. Raheem Sterling. I mean, that is why Sterling is important. Okay, he misses goals, I understand, but especially against Crystal Palace for me, because as a fullback, you know that when Sterling is there, he has the turn of pace that you really have to play that much 2 3 steps backward, and you really have to be wary of him always running in behind, which means you can't mark two people. What we were seeing Crystal Palace is the fullback was actually supporting the midfielder in marking one or two of our players. So with Sterling that won't happen. You always have to stay one on one with your opposing winger. So that is what we missed without Sterling in that match. Nathan Ake. Wonderful switch, excellent switch from Nathan Ake to Raheem Sterling. What a touch from Raheem Sterling and Jack Grealish, Kevin De Bruyne. Wow, what a shot from Rodri. Oh, this is delicious football. This is fantastic football from City. But we have to make it count. Our goal difference is +7 of Liverpool. Why not make this a chance to just cover it? What a switch from Ake. What a run from Sterling. What a take from Sterling. Fantastic. Great hit from Rodri and fantastic save from Pope. And is curled it round another player as well. So fantastic hit from Rodri and great save from Pope. Kevin De Bruyne just getting involved heavily in the game. Nathan Ake, Jack Grealish. It's a corner for City. That's excellent defending from, I think it's Charlie Taylor down the end of Raheem Sterling. But again, that's fantastic from Sterling. And it was almost a very good outside of the foot finish by Rodri. I think Rodri should be taking more shots, especially against the Crystal Palace game. Rodri did not take any shots. I don't know why is that. But City have made a very positive start, but one goal is not enough. We have been at our sparkling best, in the last 1, 2, 3 months since January. I haven't seen us playing in this manner. I haven't seen us playing so well. Burnley get the ball. Burnley are, yes, they'll try to play long balls, but we have to be careful of the second balls. We were not winning those second balls against Crystal Palace, against Tottenham. We were absolutely not winning it. Think when a team tries to go long, I mean, whatever the team tries to do, winning second balls is the most important thing. You win second balls, you win half the game. That's how football is, especially in England. Almost a fantastic switch of play from Phil Foden. Nick Pope catches it and he starts the play again for Burnley. Edison takes the ball and he restarts the game again for City. Is this a mistake I'm seeing? Because Laporte is playing on the right and Ake is playing on the left. This is interesting. No, because I thought whoever the center back who plays with Laporte has to play right, and Laporte generally plays left. But something interesting is going on here. I don't know why it's going on in that way. Nathan Ake. Kevin De Bruyne, great pass. It's Raheem Sterling using his space to run in. It's actually Kyle Walker, and now it's Raheem Sterling. Sterling to Walker, just pass it to Walker. Rash, just passed it to De Bruyne, and no one was attacking it. It was a very good first time ball. The sad thing about it is no one was attacking it. But again, excellent play. Walker, Sterling using their pace exceptionally well. I think it's Rodri. He was caught on the face, I think, by Burnley player, and it's a yellow card. Thankfully, that's it. You would not want a red card unnecessarily; it just spoils the game, and that's not a red. It's a typical yellow. Burnley will try to be rough. When the striker, he's almost 6'5" or 6'6". They'll try to be in your face. They'll try to be rough. That's why it was important we get the first goal because as the game goes on, Liverpool have the points. Liverpool are on top of the table, and then you start to worry, you start to panic, and panic can get even the champions to just lose their mind. The very best have lost it just due to panic and pressure and all of the tension induced due to that. So it will just calm things down, but that doesn't mean it's over. We're just one goal, 1-0 in football is the most dangerous scoreline you can ever see because it gives you that false sense of confidence that you are ahead in the game, whereas the opponent only needs a few seconds to burst your bubble. So 1-0 is the most deceptive scoreline in football. Ederson again with the restart. Aymeric Laporte. Kevin De Bruyne offering an option. Ederson, City insisting on playing out from the back, which is our principle, which is our style of play, which is our value. Cancelo, wonderful skill from Cancelo. Rodri, Laporte, Kyle Walker, Rodri. Excellent switch of play from Rodri, and Jack Grealish is onto it. A bit of a loose touch, but Grealish gets control of the ball. And Grealish, I think Grealish had just run out of space over there. It's a goal kick. Or is it? Grealish is telling it it's a corner, but it's definitely a corner. It's definitely a corner. It's definitely a corner, and Kevin De Bruyne is taking it. I think you would want Nathan Ake to be on the end of it. Is the best header of the ball in our team. Oh, this is a routine from the training ground, and it's there's no Riyad Mahrez Kevin. I think it was Kai Gundogan who was onto it. That's fair enough. Gundogan is a good free kick taker, but we should not be lured into this Burnley stuff of being physical, fighting for the second balls and stuff. You get the ball and do your thing. In the last 4-5 minutes, what I'm seeing is we're also trying to launch forward with long balls, trying a lot more switches of play than we usually do, and all of that. This is unlike City actually, so we should not get carried away. We are getting involved in that Burnley banter which they're doing after having a kick on our back or after committing fouls. Just don't get involved in it. Get the second goal, finish of the game, rest for Atletico. That should be our aim today. Ikai Gundogan chasing down a ball like a dead man chasing down his shadow. Rodri taking it out from a hole. Sterling to De Bruyne. Walker. Sterling onto the ball, and Sterling loses the ball. His directness has really caused havoc in that Burnley backline. Burnley pings the ball back. I don't know how, but they've just pinged it back. And Rodri has come back and he's done a professional job of pinching the ball back cleanly. Ikai Gundogan, nothing. Just cross it down this flank. There's no one down the left flank. Yes, Joa Cancelo to Grealish to Ake. Beautiful one-touch football. Beautiful triangles between our midfielders and defenders. Rodri, Rodri. Aymeric Laporte strangely playing on the right today. Nathanake. My one concern about Nathanake is that he's not so good taking the ball forward, attacking wise. Defensive wise, I think he's on par with Ruben Diaz, especially in one-on-one situations. City give the ball back, and again, is it Aymeric Laporte who's done the offense? Yes. Burnley with the ball. Like you can understand, Burnley don't have an idea of what they can do with the ball. So Pope hits it long, and we get the ball back. But the only thing that's troubling me now is this the score line. I just want it to be at least 2-0, just to have some relief before the break. Because, like I said, 1-0 is a deceptively useless scoreline in football. You get a false start, insecurity with 1-0 like we were talking about previously. Nathan Ake is taking too long on the ball. That's what I don't like. Nathan Ake is taking he he has to get the ball, pass the ball, move. But when a defender or someone who's passing the ball takes it too long, what happens is the attackers are generally static, so there's no movement. So it's useless if you play the pass. Then get the ball, you pass the ball. So so the attackers will be on the move. The defenders will be confused. So that is where Ake is really slow attacking wise. Kyle Walker gets the foul and City get a throw in. We have a lot of matches going on in at this time. I think it's 6 matches along with City's one, and then you have United Leicester in the night. Ederson with a long kick, and what a long kick it is! It is almost chased down well by the pink boots guy. And who's the pink boots guy? It's none other than Jack Grealish. I think the pink boots joke came from Phil Jones wearing pink boots and famously missing that penalty in an FA Cup game. So I think United fans would know a lot more about pink boots than me, because for us, Grealish has done well whenever he has got the pink boots on. So no complaints from me. Ederson with the ball. He's recycling it far too often. Pep won't be happy. We are playing back and back after that goal. It's a bit like against United. We got that first goal, and then we sat back. United hit us for a goal 1-1, and then we revived and went on to win that game 4-1. So I don't understand why we go into a shell after scoring our first goal. Natanake again back to Edison. Oh my god. It's almost like Edison's writing the address on the post and giving it to Ake, and Ake is again delivering the same post back to Edison, telling that the address is not clear again and again. That's what's happening here. Raheem Sterling, Laporte somehow finds Sterling between the lines, and now it's Joao Cancelo on the outside. Cancelo tries to go on the outside, and it's within the clutches of Pope, or else Sterling was just waiting to nod it in. And the ball was also not good. He just lifted it. It stood up like a snake in the air. Cancelo needed to have a bit of whip and pace on that cross. Just it looked like Cancelo just stood the cross up in the air. City get the throw in. I know the match is dull right now at 1-0, but Burnley would want to keep it at 1-0. Remember Chelsea in October or November? Chelsea were leading 1-0. Chelsea had 36 shots on target, that too at their home against Burnley, and Burnley eventually drew the game 1-1. 36 shots, 65% possession, and yet to draw the game 1-1 to Burnley. So Burnley know exactly what they're playing against. Even losing 1-0 is a victory for Burnley as well, because the goal difference and all in the relegation battle, but it's a loss for us as long as it's at 1-0, because we need to improve the goal difference and stuff like that. And we need to make the match much tense, especially with the Atletico clash coming up. We need to rest as many players as potently as possible, especially to Brian, so just finish the game off quick. That's what would have been the message from Pep Guardiola. Nathan Ake does very well. He's very strong, and Ake gets the foul. Little things. Ake gets the foul. He's been in good goal scoring form in the World Cup qualifiers. He scored one for Netherlands, I think, but it was a header goal. as you can imagine, with the centre back most of the time. Aymeric Laporte again lost the address. Nathan Ake doesn't know what an address means, but he's delivered it to Grealish, I think. That's an excellent give and go. Sterling and De Bruyne. Gundogan goal. City 2-0. Again, excellent work from Sterling. That is one touch football at its absolute peaks. That is one touch football at its very outrageous best. Kevin De Bruyne, Raheem Sterling. Sterling gives it to De Bruyne. De Bruyne gives it back to Sterling. Sterling makes a run. Gundogan makes a run. Sterling passes it to Gundogan. Goal. Sterling, De Bruyne, De Bruyne, Sterling, Sterling, Gundogan goal. 1, 2, 3, 4, bam. That is Pep Guardiola planning a goal in his loveliest of dreams, and this is a beautiful execution of it. It's almost a no look pass from Kevin De Bruyne and wonderful finish from Gundogan. One touch finish. I mean, the passing, the finishing, everything's one touch here. Right from the period, Raheem Sterling receives the ball, passes it to De Bruyne. De Bruyne, one touch pass to Sterling. Sterling, one touch pass to Gundogan. Gundogan, one touch finish. He doesn't take a touch. So fantastic, fantastic from City. 2-0 up. Let us just cover up the goal difference now. We were 7 goals behind Liverpool before the start of this match. Now it's 5 goals. A lot of pundits are saying goal difference, goal difference. Let's show how we can clear up the goal difference in a single match. I think the player has handled the ball and is already on a yellow. This is interesting. What the referee will give him. No. It was another player who's on in yellow. So Raheem Sterling's absolutely bamboozled the Burnley defense here. Excellent. I have no words for him. Ederson trying to go long. This is excellent touch. Cancelo to this is excellent football. Cancelo to Grealish. Grealish back to Cancelo as expected. Grealish. City retain the ball again, but some of the one-touch football we're playing today is just the exhibition. It's just a display of art. Kevin De Bruyne, Rodri, Grealish. I think Grealish has to just switch it out wide. Rodri, Ake, Rodri, Kevin De Bruyne. Burnley getting frustrated here. They're not getting hold of the ball. Remember, it's not easy to play against Burnley because they're fighting a relegation battle. So when a cat is against the wall, it can even defeat a lion. It's always difficult to win fights against someone who's fighting for something. The stature of the person, the ability, everything goes out when person is fighting for a cause. So it's always difficult to play these relegation teams because they come with a kind of determination that is you would not see it previously in the season. Because they're fighting for their lives, they just come in with an other different sort of mentality, and that is the challenge. Especially this time, it's going to be even more interesting because the title race is tight, top four race is tight, and also the relegation battle is huge. It's it's very tight. So That was almost an outrageous touch to pluck the ball out of thin air from Cancelo. But such gravity-defying acts are just not possible for a human Cancelo. The half has just sped on so smoothly. We're just feeling wonderful here. Nick Pope wants to get on with things as soon as possible. Obviously, he would because at 1-0 down as well. Burnley would have thought we'll play it slowly, but at 2-0 down, the complexion of the game changes completely. Burnley will have to come out. I think at 3-0, Burnley will think it's game over. 3-0 and the game's done. 2-1, I would not like that score line because we have faltered from that score line a lot of times. Rodri. And City are on a break. It's almost 3-on-3 here at the back. It's 3-on-3. It's Jack really. Jack should have just cut inside him and gone for the goal yourself, Jack. There was. I know what Jack was trying to do, but he chose the wrong option. He should have gone himself. The defender anticipated the pass to Sterling. Jack should have himself cut the ball inside. That's what Foden's also telling to Jack Grealish. Kevin De Bruyne to Rodri. I mean, for a long shot, clearly City have devised a different strategy from corners. It's another corner for City. Dwight McNeil is someone who I thought would be an able app replacement for Leroy Sané. He has all of those skills and all. I think Dwight McNeil is destined for a top level. The very, very top, I think. His talent, immense amount of talent and the work ethic and everything he has. And him being from this Burnley side would mean that he would have a lot more defensive steel to his game as well. So Dwight McNeil, someone to watch out for in the future. Phil Foden, Nathan Ake, and the whistle's gone. It's a foul in the favor of Burnley. The whistle's gone. Nathan Ake headed the player instead of the ball. I don't know how that works. Nathan Ake to Ederson, and Eddie just clears it. Looks like clear instructions from Pep not to take any risks in those situations. Clears and he clears it. It has to go back to Ederson. Now Eddie will try to play it from the back. I think more than just having the skill, the decision making, identifying which situation is worth it to pass it out and which situation is worth it to play it out from the back. Identification of that in itself is a big skill. Because generally you think 2 minutes to go, 3 minutes to go, and we're 1-0 up. You would think, for example, if City are 1-0 up, you would think the best thing for Ederson is to kick the ball long. While in reality, the faster you kick the longer you kick, the faster it will come back. Instead, try to play out from the back. I know it's a bit high risky, but the reward is that you can keep the ball for 1-2 minutes yourself. So it's a corner for Burnley, and that this is something that they're waiting for. Burnley are waiting for. The only positive for us is that we have Nathan Ake, so we can defend the corner well. Ashley Westwood gets his head, but it's excellent defending from City again. Nathan Ake receives the ball. Ake to Ederson. Ederson to Laporte. That's a really good ball, and I think it's Kyle Walker, and no, it's Raheem Sterling, and that's a pinpoint challenge by Charlie Taylor on Raheem Sterling. Had to be, otherwise I think it was a pen. Again, look at that. I think playing Sterling gives you a lot more options. I think with Crystal Palace, Pep went with Foden, Bernardo, and Grealish, three similar type of players. So there was no variety in it, and the defense could deal with it easily. But now Sterling, Grealish, Foden, Gundogan sometimes coming in. So now you see three forwards with three different kind of attacking threats, and the defense suddenly has three different problems to think about. So I think you either play Bernardo or you play a Grealish. You play either a Mahrez or you play a Sterling. I think those are the choices you need to make. City's corner, 100th corner for City, I think. Just looks like we're just having a back full of corners. Kevin De Bruyne, Rodri, and the parcels pass back to Ederson, our male head office. Ake, Laporte, Rodri dropping in and collecting the ball. Kyle Walker, Rodri again. Look at that. Burnley is having one bank of five and another bank of four, even after being 2-0 down. I think they're also looking at goal difference now. Kevin De Bruyne, Walker, De Bruyne, back to Walker, Kevin De Bruyne, just trying to work out an angle, back to Jack Grealish, Cancelo, Cancelo is back to Aymeric Laporte, Kevin De Bruyne just looking for a hole, looking for a small space that has been non-existent until now. Nathan Ake. Problem here for Burnley is even if they get the ball, they're defending so deep that it's almost as good as useless. Cancelo retains the ball. Ake back to Laporte and Walker joins in the fun. It's Kevin De Bruyne receiving the ball in lush green spaces. Cancelo. That's again wonderful defending that was a great ball in. Wonderful ball in by Cancelo, and I think Grealish was almost on hand to tap it in there. City are taking a corner here, and just some argument going on between Laporte and Tarkowski. But I don't expect Dubrina to get the ball in. I think he'll pass it to Rodri, and then Rodri will try to have a longer range shot. Actually, that's not at all a bad idea, especially against this Burnley team, where you know that you can win shit all in air. That's a stupid ball. I think Ball was from Kyle Walker. He's the only one who's capable of playing such stupid balls. And, oh, it's Gundogan actually. You don't expect a ball from him like that. Pep Guardiola still deep in thought. I'm sure he would downplay it, but he will be thinking next week what is happening. Atletico, Liverpool, Atletico, Liverpool. Pep will be thinking his next four games. Wow, what games we have! Atletico, Liverpool, Atletico, Liverpool. Wow. It's almost a two-on-two situation, and Raheem Sterling's in. Raheem Sterling's in behind Pope, and oh, almost there. I think Pope got his last touch to it, but that's again a really great ball from Foden. Oh, I think it's Sterling who's misjudged it with the finish. If you look at the finish of Sterling, he's finished it with his thigh actually. But sometimes when I see Foden, I mean, most of the times you really don't know. I wonder. I think when Pep doesn't know what his best position is, because in the deep, if you play him as a box-to-box midfielder, he has that work rate. He can play. He gives you balls like Andrea Pirlo does. So is it his best position? And when you play in the midfield, seems as if he's already at the levels of a Kevin De Bruyne. You play him up front, you tell him that probably is one of the best false nines the country has ever seen. So Foden plays well in all the positions. So it's a real conundrum for Pep now. To do on the left wing, he's lethal. You saw in the in the Tanfield game 2-2, what did he do to James Milner? He just ripped him up and sent him back. And the way he cuts inside from that left wing position, it's all fantastic, I would say. One touch passing, and the Burnley players are not having any of it. They're putting in some delicious challenges to break cities. One touch passing rhythm. Look at Burnley break. Look at Burnley break. But Sterling has I don't know what. Maybe as the ref blew in the whistle, the ball's actually struck ref. So could not have counted even if the ball went inside. I think it's a throw in right now. Burnley just don't know what to do. It's almost like they're tied up in knots. I just think hit the third goal, make a barrage of subs in the second half, and we go on to that daunting week of Atletico Liverpool, Atletico Liverpool. Wow, that's such a daunting run of fixtures to look at, right? And the first two are at your home, Atletico Liverpool, and then the last two are away from home. And they span across three cups, three trophies. And another reason for their importance is they would decide which one of you or your opponent, who progresses further enough. So, example, the FA Cup. Liverpool are in with a chance of quadruple right now, but that's fantastic from Jack Grealish. But again, great defending from Burnley. It's Tyler Roberts, the fantastic defending. I think it's Connor Roberts actually with the fantastic defending. Tyler Roberts is in Leeds. He's at Leeds. So Ederson again dictating the tempo of play. Burnley are, I think, they've just come up the pitch in this last 3-4 minutes, especially before the break. City, can we have one last attack? I think it will be 1 minute of added time at least. Can we have one last attack before the break? Maybe Burnley can have. How much of added time it is? It is, yes, it's 1 minute of added time. That's fair enough. Even if there was no added time given, I would have been happy because there's nothing of much precedence that's taken to warrant more than 1 minute of added time. Natanake having the ball. Nick Pope collects it, and I think that should be that actually. Yes, that should be that 1 minute of added time, and yeah, I think it's half time, and yes, Pep will be the happier of the two bosses, but the game's not over from any means. So just go and grab some refreshments for a while, and I'll be back as well in a few moments. Uh, Welcome back. I just had a bit of a break, and I'm back now. They're showing the goals from the other games. Let us I'm playing fantasy Premier League, so it's good to know what has happened in the other matches as well. So I would not say Burnley City has been a dampener, but City have done what they need to do. So especially in preparation for what is if you're Pep Guardiola, if you're City's players, how can you actually sleep knowing the fixtures you have? So Brighton and Norwich 0-0 and Mbappe has missed a penalty, negative points. I removed him from a fantasy Premier League just before the break, so before the Premier League break, so that's fine. Chelsea Brentford is 0-0. Leeds United Southampton. Oh, Jack Harrison scores. For Leeds United, I think even in the fantasy league, it's not going that well for us. But let me just check the Wolves match. I have a lot of Wolves players in my team, so let us check that. Wolves 2, Aston Villa nil. So interesting. Let's see who score for Wolves. Oh, Ashley Young own goal and Johnny Castro. Okay, that's fine. I have Phil in my team, so then spoils the party for United. That's what we all want to see, actually. So I was just checking out on something. So yeah. So I don't know what you do if you're Pep Guardiola, man. For daunting fixtures, you have to, especially at the back end of that, you have to go to you have to go to Atletico's home. You have to go to Anfield, and FA Cup match against Liverpool is also important because potentially you're having a chance to stop your opponents from doing a quadruple, which is unprecedented, which would mentally hurt the players as well, because we had a chance to do it last season and we dropped it, and this season Liverpool on the first chance they're doing it. So I mean, there's a lot of things to hinge into, and it's just going to get tougher and tougher. So this international break was a breather for Pep. But you could also see, I mean, Liverpool would not have wanted this international break because they knew that momentum was with them and they did not want the momentum to break. And City knew that momentum was not with them, and they thought that this break could give them some momentum back. So needs to be seen how it works for both the teams. I was just thinking about the players Pep has left out for this game. Bernardo Silva, Riyad Mahrez, two of them. So I know why John Stones has been left out. Probably because I don't know what he will go in at that defense. Would he go in with Ake Stones, Ake Laporte Stones at right back and Cancelo at left back, or would he go Ake left, Cancelo right, Stones and Laporte? I think Ake left, Cancelo right, Stones and Laporte seems to be the better option for me, just because that Ake has experience playing in that left back position and it's a big Champions League tie. So, but one good thing about that is Kyle Walker will be very fresh for the Liverpool tie. So, to have positives in that as well. But again, the Champions League, it's something Pep would really want to win. So Ederson, they're waiting in the tunnel. First, the Burnley players are coming out. Fernandino's coming out. John Stones is coming out. Fernandino is just waving to the fans over there. The Burnley players are out on the pitch. I think we're having some network issues here as well, so really sorry for it. I mean, this could have been an annoyance actually. Losing to Burnley, the confidence or even drawing with Burnley, confidence would have been low. So all the eyes are on those fixtures, those big fixtures with Athletic and Liverpool. But this is one fixture you just had to play. So it's Marcel Cornet, I think, who's coming on. So the match is definitely not over. So the match is not over until the final whistle is blown. Need to be careful of that. Remember, Leicester, we were cruising 4-0, and in no time it became 4-3 in the second half. Then Laporte had to get that goal, so we can't risk anything here. Sean Dyche is known to be a tough competitor. Burnley fighting for relegation will not be an easy up, guys. So brace yourself for a roller coaster ride here. We have to really fight hard. Burnley kicked this half off in a manner that they've ended the last half by long balls. But if Burnley get the next goal here, it's game on, guys. It's absolutely game on. It's important that Burnley doesn't get this next goal. Kyle Walker, excellent switch of play from Laporte to Ake. This is wonderful from Gundogan. Is charging and it's Jack Grealish on the left. Jack. What a crap shot! Who is that Pratt? Rodri. It was difficult because the ball just stood in front of him. So what does Rodri do in that situation? Tried to just curl it in, but it was not possible. So the ball's in the air and it's 50-50. Second balls are important. Pep Guardiola's biggest lesson in his first season in England. He has followed it. Win the second balls. Don't care about the ball when it's in the air. Try to win the second balls when the ball's in the air, and he's won 3 Premier League trophies. I do think that Ake needs to start against the Atletico Madrid just because of his aerial prowess. I think the aerial prowess of Ake is so underrated. He's one of the best in the world, really. So, I mean, in terms of defenders. So, Grealish, Rodri, excellent switch of play from Rodri. This is wonderful from Rodri. It's Jack Grealish running onto the ball. Oh, what a ball from Grealish. It's just that no one went for that. No one went for that. That's the problem over there. No one absolutely went for that. Oh, and Nick Pope also. I think maybe De Bruyne gets a bit of a touch to it before Nick Pope saves it. This is a wonderful ball from Kyle Walker. That's a really good save. Rodri onto it, De Bruyne to Rodri onto it, and I'm sorry, Gundogan onto it, and it's an excellent save from Nick Pope again. Who has Nick Pope in your fantasy team? He's going to give you a lot of points, even though Burnley are losing by whatever goals. Burnley are simply not able to get out, but that's where Maxwell Cornet is an expert. He can just run in. I think all of City fans remember Maxwell Cornet from that Lyon defeat, I think, in the Champions League. It is very tough to swallow, I think, 2 years ago. Nathan Ake, Rodri. Nathan Ake. This is fantastic one touch football from City. Phil Foden. Kyle Walker, Kyle. Oh, that was a good strike from Walker actually. Pope to the rescue again. City just piling on the pressure now. City are piling on the pressure like a hammer, bars in down upon a nail. That's how intense is the pressure that is put up by City. Pep Guardiola is angry about something, is arguing about something with his coaching staff. I don't know what is it. That's excellent positioning from Nathan Ake. City in a bit of a bother over there, but no, we have not managed to clear up the danger yet. Come on, guys, if Burnley score the next goal, it's gonna be goosebumpy time. Eddie, just release the ball fast. Kevin De Bruyne, Raheem Sterling, he rescues the day for De Bruyne. The pass wasn't City, it's just that De Bruyne was just being chased down too much. He was put under a lot of pressure. Rodri, Jack Grealish, one on one with his opposing fullback. Rodri, Grealish. That's a square ball. That's a sick pass from Grealish. You can't play like that against Atletico Madrid. Felix will just kill you with his pace. Oh, what a pass that is. And I think Sterling's made the run. Oh, but Pope is over there. But that's a good run from Sterling. We need to get the next goal. Otherwise, it will be tension time for us if Burnley score the next. I know I've been repeating this again and again since the stream has started, but that's the truth. Kevin De Bruyne is being surrounded, but we have really looked very fluid today. Bernardo Silva and Gabriel Jesus warming up. Burnley get the ball back, and a Burnley player is down. I think it's Weghorst. Let them take as much time as they want. I'm pretty sure if they are up, he would have taken an eternity to get up, and right now he's just got up very fast. He's got up in a hurry. Nick Pope kicking it long and falling straight into City's trap. Actually, no. Weghorst almost got there. The danger is not out, and the danger is out now. Nick Pope clears again. This time, I think City should deal with it efficiently. No, second balls, guys. Second balls. What the rubbish is that? Is this second balls, guys? He's offside, I think. Relief for City. It was actually foul on Laporte by Weghorst. So there's nothing to be worried. Oh, that's a good ball, and Jack Grealish is in. Has this been in hundreds of times in this match? He's tried to bend it in, but that's a very difficult skill. Jack Grealish was, oh, it is Cancelo this time, but again, it's a very difficult skill to do. What's happened there? What the hell's happened there? The referee is just checking for something. Is it offside or what is it? Yes, he's offside. That's a good clearance from Nathan Ake. Ball doesn't cross the line for sure. Ake clears it extremely well. See, that's why we need to get the next goal. Foreign from that range should be scoring. Well, you have beaten Allison from that range. You need to beat Pope easily when compared to that. And he was on his stronger foot as well. I think he just tried to do the Aguero thing. Near post, lob it into the top corner. City are defending very well over there. Actual cornet is down, but Burnley are not stopping play, so it's up to them. I mean, that's what this part of us teams they're like. Things are going in their favor, they just waste time for all little things. So not going in their favor, they're like they don't stop for anything. Sean Dice is just arguing, but the rules are the rules, Sean. City have piled on the pressure, but they definitely have not been able to take advantage of that. We need to take advantage of it. We have the chance to, close down the goal difference as well today. So this is wonderful work by Raheem Sterling. Jack Grealish, Ken Shallow, excellent switch of play. Nathan Ake, Kyle Walker, chase it. He just tried everything, and Kyle Walker's ran so fast that he's just gone over there and is fallen into the crowd. Wow, Kyle. And City have a substitution here. Phil Foden's off for that Atletico game in 2-3 days' time. And Foden's had a very good game, though he doesn't have an assist or a goal to show. He had a very good game, and it's Gabriel Jesus who's coming on. So I do think it's a like for like replacement in the middle, but the position will. He's a false nine after a lot of Pep Guardiola strikers are false nines, be it Erling Haaland and Mbappe, or a Messi or Gabriel Hills or Phil Foden. So that's wonderful defending. Burnley are just throwing everything on the line here. If it was nil-nil, we would have been absolutely struggling in this half. A lot of physicality going on in the game, but our Ederson's starting position is absolutely fantastic. Ken Shallow. It's an all crap ball from Grealish. City have a throw in here. I think all the crowd are enjoying the spring weather, the sun, the heat, and all. City players will be loving that. You can look at it too, as you can see, City are managing the game well. But if you ask me, we are just not able to exert the right kind of pressure to close this game off. Pep knows that at 3-0, this game's over. At 2-0, it's still alive, it's still breathing on its last hopes. And 2-1, and Pep very well knows that this game is can be revived at 2-0. One goal Burnley score, and it's They'll have the momentum and they're fighting for their lives. A lot of things will go into their favor. So Burnley get the ball. Gundogan keeps the ball from City. Ake has been excellent today, especially in protecting the ball under pressure. If you look at Ake's performances today, yes, Burnley have put our centre backs under a lot of pressure, and you would notice that you think that Ake is a prime ball playing centre back. He looks so comfortable in that role, and also he's progressed the ball very well. Nathan Ake than what I've previously seen against Parthabas team, especially. This is such a glorious setting to play football. You know, the sun is just setting, and you can see shadows of players. It's just wonderful, wonderful time to play football. Gone are all those long, grueling winters. City are just passing the ball around. They're telling Burnley to come and attack. Rodri, nice turn by Gabriel Jesus. Wonderful pass into Sterling. Can Sterling lift the ball up? This is wonderful give and go between Sterling and De Bruyne. Ah, what a save from Nick Pope. Gabriel Jesus should have had his goal actually. What a save from Nick Pope. Was it a save or did the ball just graze over the top bar? I think it was a great save from Nick Pope. Ederson just hoofing it because Corner were chasing it down, but it's almost a three versus three for City at the back here. But now Sterling slows the play down and Burnley are organized again. Do think we need Riyad Mahrez to come in and score his customary goal. City are dealing with the ball in the air very well, actually, for a team that is not as physical as us. That's a fantastic switch of play. Cover, 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 cover. This is wonderful positioning from Rodri. It's excellent. The game's not over yet. The game's actually beginning right now. That's what it seems. Pap, just bring on Riyad Mahrez. Enough is enough. Just bring on Mahrez. Burnley are just giving it their all, as you would expect with all of the relegation teams. Burnley are making another change. It's Jay Rodriguez. Wow, we need to score that third goal. Imagine what the situation would have been now if it was just 1-0. Can't even think of it. I'm already so tense. This is wonderful play from City. It's 3 on 3 at the back. He couldn't do it well. Should have passed it to his left. I think Gabriel is just passed it to his right. Wrong choice. Wrong choice. No, just remember this. No wrong decisions are allowed in the Champions League game against Atletico. Champions League doesn't accept even a single mistake. Maybe in the Premier League once in a while you can get away, but Champions League you can't. We are it's a moments in this half especially we are actually defending for our lives. So we have to remember there's a turf moor at Burnley's home. So Burnley again with a long ball and J Rodriguez offside. There's a lot of time to go in this match. 20 minutes at least. So nothing's done yet. Nothing's done. This football, you have to remember 1999 United Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich absolutely dominate the game 1-0. And Manchester United in 2 minutes of stoppage time won the Champions League final from them. So if that can't tell you what football is about, then you'll not realize what it is about. Nothing is done until the final whistle. I'm very sorry. Why should I actually refer to the Bayern Munich thing? Our title triumph, 2011-12. Final seconds, final minutes, 2 minutes, 2 goals, last 3 minutes, 2 goals. So City are struggling to break down this Burnley team again, and they just disposes the ball, disposes the ball. That is excellent defending from City. Kevin De Bruyne pounces onto the loose ball. De Bruyne. He releases Jack Grealish in there. Jack Grealish. Jack, it's a 3-on-3 situation at the back. It's a 3-on-3 situation at the back. What the hell did Grealish do there? It was a 3-on-3. Should I just passed it through? It was actually Gabriel Jesus, not Grealish. I'm very sorry. De Bruyne is just trying to drive into the box. I think Jesus is playing on the left and Grealish is playing in the middle, at least for now. Whenever Burnley attack, they look extremely dangerous. Oh, Grealish dispossessed of the ball and Ederson makes a good stop. Jack is shouting, Jack, what have you done? That was the chance for J. Rodriguez. J. Rodriguez knows that. Look at that. Grealish just bundled off the ball, and J. Rodriguez is known to hit screamers, so I wouldn't have been surprised if we had put that in the top corner. That's a foul. Come on, ref. That's a foul. It's a foul from Charlie Taylor, and I think we get a free kick. Kevin De Bruyne with the free kick. It was a strange free kick from me. I don't know why. Did like that, but Kevin De Bruyne has the ball again, and it's passed on to Jack Grealish on the wide left. Ken Shallow joining in, and Nathan Ake can't do anything about it. But Ake is out of position, so Rodri has to clear it. Burnley again passing the ball from the back. Burnley are looking very dangerous right now. This game seems all set to go down to the wire. Let the scoreline not fool you. Bernardo Silva now coming on. I think he'll be for Gundogan. There's a case to be said against Atletico Madrid. Would you start Bernardo Silva or would you start Gundogan? I would probably lean towards. I mean, it's difficult. Bernardo gives you that work rate in the midfield and is an engine, but Gundogan gives you that, he has the sense of goal. He can make those late runs into the box. So I really don't know whom I prefer. This is a confusion for me. But surely not both Gundogan and Bernardo Silva playing in the same team. That would mean that the team would lack variety. Simply put, I would not like to see a team made up of Ford and Grealish, Bernardo, and then Gundogan and De Bruyne. That would make the team just too one-dimensional. They're showing both the goals of City. First one from Kevin De Bruyne. De Bruyne goals very good, and Bernardo Silva is replacing Kevin De Bruyne. So Raheem Sterling, Rodri passes it to Raheem Sterling, who's out wide. Kyle Walker, Walker back to Sterling. This heavy movement in the City front line. Nathan Ake onto the ball. This is almost fantastically worked out by City. Just that the ball was too close to Pope. This is fantastic. Nick Pope again hoofing it long. I don't know why. For some reason, Pope's kicks this evening have not been very good at all. Look at it. The clock is ticking by as slow as possible. If we needed a goal, the clock would just go away fast. Bernardo Silva on his left foot. Can he just? Oh, it hit the post. It hit the bar, and then Gabriel Jesus could not finish the rebound. The rebound was always difficult, but his first shot was extremely good. Look at that. This is mesmerizing play from City. Bernardo Silva lifts up a lifts up a pass to Jesus. Jesus hits it straight at the goal frame. This is fantastic striking from Jesus. It's just that the ball hit the outside of the post, then again fell to him, and this time he hits it into the crowd. Good try. Fantastic run from Jesus. Nick Pope with the kick. City are charging forward here. Kyle Walker on his power skates, but is ignored by Raheem Sterling. Walker would not like that. When Walker makes such a lung breaking run, you just don't ignore it. That was a great option actually. Sterling could have passed it to Walker, Walker across the goal, and maybe someone could have attacked it. And City have the ball back again. Gabriel Jesus, I mean, from the time Gabriel Jesus has come on, he's just been fantastic. He's brought the drive and energy into the team. He's just cutting in constantly from that left flank. Gundogan, Gundogan again. Cancelo, Gundogan. City here threatening to score the third goal from what last 20-30 minutes. Nathan Ake, he's retrieved the ball extremely well today. He's been in good positions, he's broken up play well, he's read the situations well, he's taken up fantastic positions. This is a perfect centre back performance from Nathan Ake today. That's a foul. Ref. Yes, the ref says play on. Jack Grealish, I think his best position is playing through the middle. He's Jack Grealish is at his best when he can run through the middle of the pitch, run through those lush green spaces, run at people. In the wing, I do think you're constraining him. You're just putting him in a small box. So I do think Foden on the left wing and Grealish in the center is something maybe is very good, but that's just a shot from Gabriel. He's just more in hope than in expectation. Can't beat Nick Pope with that kind of a shot from that kind of a range at the near post. Pope has it covered even in his dreams. So I think Rodri is hurt. But another question for all of you: would you like to play Fernandino in that Atletico game or Rodri? Or don't tell me you play both, because this is not a game against Bayern Munich or someone, but this is a game against one of the best. Sit back and hit us on the break kind of teams. They are the best Atletico Madrid at this point of time in the world. So either Rodri or Fernandino. Does Fernandino have the legs? But Rodri again, he knows Atletico Madrid well. He's from there, so heart says Fernandino, but Pep would probably play Rodri. Sterling. I should have just played it across the first time. Sterling. Those situations you don't think, you just get the ball and then you just slide the ball across. I think that's how it is. All the City fans are pumping. I mean, they're not pumping actually. You can see the tension in those faces. You can see how tense I am because of our schedule, because of what's coming up, and how the result in each game has the potential to affect the other. Now this becomes a mental game from here on. How we take it, because you never know. You could be out of all the competitions in the space of 2 weeks. You could have nothing left to play for in the space of 2 weeks. Ah, that was so close. That was such a close chance for Burnley over there. Maxwell cornered first, inches away from putting Burnley to one. Was it an offside? It wasn't an offside. It wasn't an offside. And unlucky escape for City. Kevin De Bruyne sitting there. I mean, everyone, the fans in the stadium, the players, Pep, they know that the real test is coming ahead. Three competitions in 2 weeks. Wow, the odds could not be more heavily stacked against us. The pressure could not have been greater at all. Three competitions in 2 weeks. That is insane. Three different competitions in 2 weeks. Don't play well, you could have nothing left to play in this season after just 2 weeks, and we're just in April. So 2 more minutes plus extra time to go. I would not say that's all, because fortunes change in seconds here. Fortunes change in milliseconds here. Nothing is taken for granted here. This is Premier League football. This is the world's best football league. City have the ball back again. Just oh, the referee gives a decision against us. Maybe I think it's a handball on Bernardo. Don't know, but it's a free kick for Burnley, and Burnley have taken it quickly, and the referee wastes a bit more time. Taken, and Ederson clears it. No damage done. Network issue only for me. Luckily, no communication issue for between Ederson and all of our other players. Burnley are playing it back to Pope. Burnley know that it's now or never. It's just stoppage time that is left. 2 minutes of stoppage time. Sondage will definitely not be happy with that. City can pass these 2 minutes in their dreams. City can pass these 2 minutes just by passing a parcel. That's how simply we can pass these 2 minutes, just by keeping the ball. Look at it. We're just rotating the ball between our four defenders. The last thing you would want to do is concede a goal in the first minute of extra time and just bring that huge amount of pressure on you. The days for pressure are ahead. Don't don't be a dumb and bring and get yourself into a pressure cooker. Real pressure is yet to come in the coming days. One more minute to go and it's City's throw. City are not in any hurry. Pep Guardiola is adjusting his jacket. I think there's some problem with his zip there. I've always faced jackets and zip problems with the jacket. So nothing new. It's a free kick for Burnley. Nathanake says what? Nathan, you have been fantastic today. You're probably City's man of the match today for your performance. I think Nathanak has earned a place for that Atletico Madrid match. This performance. It's a free kick for Burnley with 8 seconds left. Shouldn't be a worry for City. But you don't know, stranger things have happened in football. So clean sheet is extremely important for us today. And that free kick comes to nothing, and that should be that. And the referee's blown the whistle, and it's been a fantastic match. Not getting too excited for this. You can see this on the players' faces, on Pep Guardiola's face, that the real test is yet to come. Oh, the shock result is Brentford hitting four past Chelsea. Wow, this is interesting. And Aston Villa scoring a goal against Wolves. That is the Wolves are winning 2-1 at Aston against Aston Villa, but Brentford hitting four against Chelsea. Wow. No, there's some disturbance, there's some turmoil at the club at Chelsea, but this is just fantastic. Anyway, see you again in a while, in 2 or 3 days, with that Atletico Madrid class coming up as well. So see you all. Take care until then. Bye.